Hey guys, I am Mr. Zombario coming at you here with another episode of my Zombies series. So when we last left off, I believe that was a monkey round because I'm running from Jug. So yeah, I have the HK and the RPK right now. Just standard old stuff. I'm making this video right now. It is 11:30 at night, but I am not tired at all. So I figured, what the heck, I might as well record a little bit. I just got back from a trip from Florida, actually, and that was a lot of fun. We went down to Destin, and, ooh, nice maneuver in there. We went down to Destin and down to the beach, and then we went to Pensacola. Oh, crap. Oh, not good. Okay. But, we went down to Destin, and it was a lot of fun. We went to the beach and stuff, and did all that stuff. And, yeah, it was a lot of fun. So, one thing I guess I could say right now, back there when you saw that I got like triple slap, that will happen sometimes. What you got to do though is if you turn red, you run around in a circle, or if you can, you run off the edge, that giant stairs, not these right here, you run off of those and try and recover. Because, especially if you have Flopper, because if you have Flopper, then you won't take any splash damage. Ooh, nice maneuvering. But, you won't take any splash damage, and that's always a good thing. Hold on here. Jeez, that was so loud in my head, I can barely hear myself. But, yeah. So, one thing I guess I could talk about is Modern Warfare 3. I am so excited for that. Even though you guys know me as sort of like a zombies person, I do enjoy like Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare. I mean, I'm not good at them by any means, not on the level that I would put on YouTube, because I'm not a multiplayer person. But I am looking forward to it. That might be the one FPS campaign that I actually, you know, play, because this and you guys are going to get really mad at me for this, but I never actually played COD 4 and then Modern Warfare 2. I think I'm going to eventually, but I just never really, ooh, bad, run, thank you. But I never really got around to it. I wanted to play the multiplayer so much, because part of the fun of having an Xbox and a PS3 for that matter too, like you can, I love fire sales. I hate them though, because you never really get anything good, like an FNFAL. But I mean, I'm excited for it. I really think it's gonna be awesome. But as I was saying, like part of the fun of having an Xbox is like playing multiplayer, playing with your friends. That's sort of what I got it for, and not necessarily for the campaign. So I'm sure they're awesome. I never really just got into them at all. So that's my take on that. I did play Black Ops, but that was only because the day I got my Xbox, my friend came over, and for 12 hours straight, we took turns playing the campaign, and that was pretty fun. But like I said, it's only fun if you have people to play with, and that's my thing on it. Like, there's no one to play with. So as you see right here, I go and get stamina up. That's always a good thing to have. I think I said that before, but whatever. It's always a good thing to have, definitely. With shoot, LMGs, that's what I meant to say. Gosh, it's always good to have with LMGs, just so that you can run faster and longer, especially with this kind of strategy, because you want to leave yourself a lot of room and be able to dive through holes, and you know, not literally dive, but you see my point. Getting some speed cola. This is something you always want to do after monkey rounds, is go for a crawler after monkey rounds, because then you can go buy your perks back. Ugh, FNFAL. I'm pretty sure I just got that at the fire sale too. No, I don't get the sickle here. But I don't think I ever get the sickle. I never get the sickle for some insane reason. Like, I know it's good and all, but it's the same thing with the Bowie knife. If I have that much points, I like to save and get about 6,000 points on both Kino and here, and then go buy a perk or something. I don't normally buy the Bowie knife or the sickle. Shoot, what was I talking about? Oh well, I'll find something new. I've been playing Oblivion recently, And let me just say, that is a fun game, but that is really a freaking tough game. Like, just the controls and, like, how complex it is. Like, it's just, it is so messed up and crazy. Like, I was playing through it, and, like, there's about 100 different things of armor, and I'm gonna read the instruction manual, because I never bothered to do that, and that's definitely a game where you have to read the instruction manual. But, I was playing through it, and it's just so complicated. Like, I don't know what any of the stuff means, but like I said, that'll be fixed once I read the instruction manual. But I don't know what any of the stuff means, and, like, I generally go, like, I think iron or steel is better than iron, and an iron shield, rusty iron shield is better than a rusty leather shield, and there's all this stuff. Like, I chose to be a knight or something, a dark elf as a knight, so I don't really, I have a feeling that, like, on a future playthrough or something, if I ever actually beat it, that on a future playthrough I will understand it more, but just now it's not clicking, because it's such a complicated game too, and it's such a big game. Like, the first thing you have to go do, give the Amulet of Kings to that brother Joffre or whatever, that you have to, like, walk for a year. It's crazy. I mean, like 10 minutes of the game I just spent walking. And I mean, I like that in a game. I think that's pretty cool, but it's just, if you're just walking and nothing's happening besides it's raining. Oh gosh, don't do that. If they're in a horde like that, don't do that, because you'll get yourself, like, quadruple slapped, and then you'll go down. But anyways, back to Oblivion. I spent like 20 minutes walking, and it's just, ooh, tough. I spent 20 minutes walking. Gosh, game, let me finish the sentence. I spent 20 minutes walking, and I never actually, like, got anywhere. And for the longest time, I thought I was, like, going the complete wrong way. It turns out I wasn't. I was going the right way. But it just made me so mad, because what's that? What's that? Oh, it's a ballistic knife. But I couldn't. I don't know. I almost gave up on it. But speaking of good long games that are a little bit difficult to play but entirely worth it, I've been playing through Pokemon Red, actually, too, on this trip. And that is a severely underrated and severely awesome game. Like, I was thinking about it, and I think that game is just completely the element of what any RPG should be. A set, like, I don't know, a set moveset. You have to increase your characters, I guess. Characters being Pokemon, but, and you have, like, you don't have all the fancy graphics and all the fancy stuff that make it a whole lot easier. It's just you walking around in a world with not very many hints or anything like that. It's just you walking around in the world, and it's actually a difficult game to figure out what to do if you've never played it before. They kind of changed that with newer Pokemon games, as they made it a lot more obvious what you have to do with, like, cutscenes and stuff, and, like, stuff like that. And one other thing that I noticed, I'm in Vermilion, I just beat the 3rd gym, but I was on the SS Anne, and you know they don't give you a place to rest on that thing, so I beat my rival and then got cut first, and I didn't explore the ship at all, but I didn't know you wouldn't be able to heal, so I was walking around with, like, 2 out of my 5 Pokemon fainted, and they were my weakest Pokemon too, so I wanted to train them, but it didn't turn out that way. So, I mean, that kind of made me mad. They don't give you a place to rest, and they don't tell you that. So, I mean, like, on all the future games, they give you a place to rest on the ship, but they didn't in this one, and I liked that because it made it more difficult, but I also didn't because like, I didn't know about it. And I'll be honest with you, I've never actually beaten Red version. I've beaten Fire Red, I've beaten all future games after it, but I've never actually beaten Red version. And for the longest time, I hadn't beat Silver either, but I actually sat down and beat Silver. And sorry about that pause there. I actually had to join a party. But like I was saying, like, Red, it's actually kind of a hard game, I think, and I like that aspect of it. I think that's something they lost in future Pokemon games, and I think that's something they need to bring back, is the hardness of it. And I think they might have brought that back a little bit with Black. I'm kind of ashamed of myself. Like, I did not, or I have not beaten Black yet, and I am really ashamed of myself of that, because, like, I want to beat it, I don't have time. I don't have time like some of my friends to sit down and beat it, because, I don't know, I'm just busy. It's the same reason I don't have time to record a lot or commentate a lot of videos, is because, now this was stupid. I like made a bunch of crawlers in the middle of the round and it completely screwed me up. Well, I guess it's not the middle of the round, but that's one thing you need to watch out, is creating crawlers, like when you create crawlers, because if you create crawlers too early in the round, they're gonna screw you up. But as I was saying, like, I haven't beaten Black because I just haven't had that much time, you know. It's just one of those things where you want to sit down and beat it, but it's just, yeah, you don't have time. I've said that like 50 times. Anyways, moving on. I go hit the box here, I think, because I have 21,000 points and I'm running out of ammo in my HK. It's what I would do. Oh, shoot. Oh. I thought I had a random pause there. It's what I would do if I was playing right now. Ooh, Gersh devices. Always good. Always good. Definitely always good. But, I'm actually excited to play Red a little bit more because, you know what? I love it because it is so simple. Like, I have a theory, like, old games are so much better than new games. Like, it's a really controversial thing, and it's kind of, from what I say on zombies, it might be a little counter of what I say, but I think they're the best, honestly, because the focus wasn't so much as on graphics and like the multiplayer aspect of it, but it was focused on a good game that you could sit down and play and have an enjoyable gaming experience. And I'm not saying you can't get that with today, but the focus was almost completely on that with older games, because they had such a limited graphics range. They couldn't do stuff like that. They didn't have to spend all the time detailing like every wall in the thing in the game. I mean, they could just place a block and that would be it. So I mean, I think they are, like, if you look at some of the greatest games in history, some of the most revolutionary games in history, they're all older games, and granted they kind of have to be, but they bring an aspect of it that just has not been met by any future games, I don't think, in my opinion. Like Pokemon, I mean, the game that started it all, and it's almost, it seems to me like the quality of the game has gone down from what I've played. The graphics, the interface, it's all gone up, but the quality has gone down a little bit. Like Red, it was such a perfect RPG, and they kind of screwed up. It was still good in Silver, and I like Emerald, and I actually love Emerald and that generation, but they did take some of the good RPG aspects out of it. Like, they made it a lot easier. And then Diamond and Pearl was almost, ooh, ray gun. Diamond and Pearl was almost completely, not necessarily bad, but definitely not different. Anyways, this is coming up on an end. I'll expound on my theory more for whatchamacallit, old games being the best next time. Just comment, rate, subscribe, and Mac, I am trying to get those to you tonight. Thanks, bye.